So we're seeing a lot of confusion, a lot of people caught off guard by the recent overwhelming turnout of the red-hatted mouth frothers in the last Republican primary, unseating and unhorsing, like even staunch MAGA conservatives who offer just a scintilla of criticism of their saggy Caesar. They're gone. They're gone. Right? What's going on? How can these people continue to follow this guy, to continue to do this guy's bidding, to show up time and again faithfully, throwing a hand grenade into the system? How do they keep doing it, despite the fact that they're not seemingly benefiting from what this guy's doing? We've got the Epstein cover-up. We've got a catastrophic war. We've got a failed economic policy. We've got a scandal of the day going on. Every single day, another scandal. Every single day, another transfer of billions of dollars. Every single day. And yet, they continue to come out. And then the analysts are scurrying around trying to figure this out. We're talking to psychologists and they're telling us about cognitive dissonance and a lot of. Yeah, we've got folks talking about cults and all this other kind of stuff. Look, the mistake that we're making is we are evaluating MAGA as if it were a political movement. Now, granted, it is clearly a movement with political consequences, but MAGA is not, in and of itself, a political movement. We're not going to find some kind of clear ideological center of the MAGA movement. We're not going to clearly find those consistent interests that this group is trying to pursue. We have to understand MAGA as a transcendent movement rather than a political movement. Well, what do I mean by that? What exactly is a transcendent movement? A transcendent movement is a movement that is framed around some higher moral value, some higher existential plane of existence, some even civilizational struggle. That if you adhere to these higher moral values and this existential frame, you will be lifted above your mundane reality. Well, all right, Andosha, what exactly is this mundane reality that MAGA wants to be lifted beyond? Well, you and me and the fact that we're all just kind of average people going about our daily lives trying to do the best we can to get by. That's what they're trying to transcend. You see, MAGA has been convinced that they are intrinsically superior people. They're intrinsically superior people. And as intrinsically superior people, they have a expectation, an entitlement to superior privileges. They have an entitlement to superior status. They have an entitlement to deference from all of those people. Well, who are those people? Well, those people are you and me and people who don't think like MAGA. They are people who are immigrants, who are brown, who are feminists, who are liberals, who don't genuflect in the right way and don't pray to the right gods. Those people, the gays, the trans, the gender non-conforming, those people. We are better than all of those people, and we deserve better than all of those people. And the reason why we're not getting better is because our entire government and our entire culture and our entire media ecosystem has privileged those people above us. They get all the good stuff. We get crapped on. And now what we're going to do is we're going to follow this guy, and he's going to put all of those people back in their place. And then we are going to get all of the privileges and all of the status and all of the deference that we deserve as superior people. Well, what makes them superior people? Well, there's a couple of explanations for that. Some of them are your Christian nationalists. They are superior because they are the believers in the one true God. And therefore they are beloved by that one true God, and that one true God has bestowed that superior status upon them. But their nation has been taken from them by the secularists and the liberals who have stripped them of the righteous Christian nation that they built. And they therefore should have superior status within that Christian nation. Then there are the more fascist element of this movement, and they claim superiority by virtue of their superior cultural and even genetic stock. They come from the original cultural stock that created this country as a white Christian nation in the European mold, and therefore they deserve superior status that was stripped from them by the minorities, by the race mixers, by, again, the liberals and the leftists and right? Regardless, they hold to that superior status. So you got to understand something. When you are a superior person, the laws don't apply to you. The standard moral values, the standard norms, don't apply to you. The norms, the rules, the laws, that's for those people. That's for those people are going to be attacked by big men in tactical gear. Those people are going to be locked up. Those people are going to be shut down from expressing themselves. Those people and the things they represent are going to be locked out of our schools, kicked out of our libraries, thrown out of our institutions. The laws and the rules don't apply to you. You are a privileged status. You are a superior person. So when you got a guy like the saggy Caesar just going through every single day, ignoring any moral value, any traditional norm, any law, and just barreling through them, plowing through them like they weren't there, well, yeah, he's allowed to do that because he's a superior person. He is the manifestation of the transcendence that we are all trying to accomplish. And once we get all of you put down, once we get all of you put into submission, we will finally be able to take our righteous place as the superior people we are. This is not a political movement. This is a transcendent movement. A transcendent movement, of course, with deep religious and fascist overtones. And it's important that we understand this, because if we keep trying to analyze MAGA as if it were a political movement, we are going to continue to underestimate this movement. And we can't continue to do this because they're kind of winning. And that's not good for those of us who are those people.